Hi everyone. So I signed up for another subscription and I'm not too sure how long I'll stay with it, but it is from Annie's Simply Beads Kit Club, my first shipment. And I have to tell you, I belonged to this years ago, like 2000, I don't know, 12 or 13 or 14 or something. And I stopped it, and then because it's one of those kits like Facet, which I only got a free sampling of, and it's specific jewelry projects. They give you everything to do the specific projects. So I think they were having a special 50% off your first month. So I got it for $4.99 plus $5.95 shipping and processing, and there was some sales tax. Anyway, so it ended up being $11.60. So I guess normally it's gonna be $5.10, like $17 or $18 for me, depending on the tax and stuff. So how it is oh, and on your first shipment you get this beading guide. So let's see, you're supposed to get a beading guide, I think a mat, which I can always use more mats. Now I seem to remember this was a bigger book when I signed up the first time, but I could be wrong. It's been a few years. And there's a tool also. Oh, I like the tool better. It's more ergonomic than I seem to recall the first one. So let me see. I like the color of it too. So here's the mat. Is nice too. It's a nice thick mat, almost like the one underneath, a little smaller than, but it's still a nice size, like 8.5 by 11 almost. And these, oh, these fit my hands nice now. They need to be cleaned up a little bit. They're a little dirty and, yeah, not the best quality metal. I would clean them up. Like, they're round nose here. They have I don't know if that's the cutter, or we'll have to see. Let's see if the beading guide tells us. Oh yes, it does. Okay. Yeah, I think my first ones were red too. Okay, so it's got round nose, loop closer. Yeah. I don't like using round nose to close loops, but anyway. The flat area is a bonus. It says great for flattening wire kinks. This is a cutter back here, and I don't know, it's got a little round area here. That might be what they're talking about, to get the or to crimp. You don't want to use the cutter on your project accidentally. Yeah, so this little hole here, I guess you could use it to do crimping or put your wire in and pull it through, but I think that would mar wire. It says loop closer. Handy tool is for those loops. They're talking about this flat part right here. So if you put your loop in there on the flat part, then you can twist it and turn it. That's like using it like a chain nose. So it's okay. Honestly, I'm so used to using my other tools. I might try and use it for this project. And then they go over in this book findings, you know, what are crimps, culottes, which some people just call them clamshells or cord ends, crimp covers, different clasps, pins, there's head pins, eye pins, jump rings, and split rings. And then they have some techniques in here. They're telling you how to do this. They want you to flatten the crimp with the round part of your tool. Okay, and then how to do a crimp cover, how to create a simple loop, a wrapped loop, and how to make a link or a dangle, how to open and close a loop or a jump ring, all using this tool. And then it's got information on how to tie an overhand knot, a lark's head knot, which is nice, a square knot, and a surgeon's knot. That's good to know. Oh, this is handy too. the length names of necklaces. So choker, princess is 18 inches, matinee 24, opera is 32, and rope or lariat 48 inches. And it says they don't have to be 48 inches, but that's a common length. Mine are not usually that long. And then it has some gemstones, just some pictures of them. I just did a haul video with some goldstone in it, so stay tuned for that. And I think I have another one going up with obsidian. That'll be up later. I could be wrong about that too. So yeah, just some colorful pictures of different gemstones. Now I wonder, this is not all the gemstones, but I wonder if maybe these are ones it says here are some of the most common gems used today. Maybe these are some of the ones they have in their various kits. I don't know. Oh, there's more in the back too. Cool. So that's nice that they give you that. If you're very new to beading, that's a handy thing to have. And I like how they wrap this in the mat so that it wouldn't poke through. And keep out of reach of children. Okay, so let me move that aside and let's see what the kit is this month. I was a little nervous about this because on their website it didn't look like one picture looked like a new thing, and then some of the ones, if you go to like past kits, it had pictures of things I already had them all. So I was like, oh no. But no, this one is one I never had. And I don't know, I think maybe I did see Orchid and Opal jewelry get the same one, I think, for her first kit. So maybe this is everyone's first kit. I don't know. Oh, I have it upside down. It's called Viola or Viola. And it's obviously purple. And it is very pretty. I like this. Has chain. It's gold findings. Let's just open it. And they do still do this the same way. A nice piece of white cardboard there. They have it in this plastic compartment that has plastic tray that has different compartments, so you can just use those to do your projects. So I want to see what all the pieces, what they say about them. And then they have written instructions in here on necklace 1, 2, and 3. So, you know, I don't know which one is 1, 2, and 3, but I'll read it later. And then how to finish the necklace and how to make the earrings, which are pretty easy. Now they do only give you the 2 purple and the 1 big purple pendant, and I think that might be agate. No, it says amethyst teardrop, 30 by 40 millimeter, and I'm kind of surprised that's amethyst. It must be dyed because I have not seen amethyst look like this. I could be wrong. There's different types of amethyst too. There's dogtooth amethyst and stuff. So who knows? Kind of stuck to the bag in here. Really thinking it's dyed. It feels dyed, actually. I might actually rinse this in water before I use it, because it does feel dyed. But it is beautiful. It is beautiful, and it is drilled, center drilled, top to bottom, so that's nice. And then the 2 little ones. So it has lots of gemstone in it. Yeah, they're more opaque than I'm used to seeing amethyst. They're not translucent even. Yeah. And this, you won't be able to tell it, but there's purple inside the bag. So I'm going to rinse it because I don't want purple coming off of my clothes. And then we have what they're saying, this is rose quartz. Let's take them out too. Maybe. Well, maybe not. Alright, well you can see they're rondelles. And they do look like rose quartz. They have some inclusions in them, which is typical for a natural gemstone. So, and then these they're saying are moonstone rounds, which is awesome, and 6mm. Oh, there we go. Okay, and then we have 2 types of chain apparently. Oh yeah, they're in different bags. So we have Figaro and what they're calling satellite chain. Let's open that one first. I'm not familiar with satellite chain. Oh, that's different. It is chain with little little satellite stations, bead stations. That's interesting. I like that. Different. I've heard of bead station chain and stuff, but I had never heard of satellite chain, so that's unusual. Okay, and then this one is Figaro. Now that one I do know. It's usually like 3 regular links and then a longer link. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. So 3 regular links, longer link, and then it repeats. Some people like it, some people don't. It depends on what you're doing with it. I don't particularly like it if you're going to be adding charms to it and stuff. Unless you're only going to add them like only on the long link or something. But I do like it for doing like chain and a bead station chain and a bead link or something. I like it for that. Okay, then we have ear wires with plastic stoppers. That's nice, they give you stoppers. And there's 3 of them in here. Yeah, so in case you mess one up, they give you an extra. And metal rounds, 3mm. They give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. Hope we don't need a whole lot more than that. Jump rings, 5mm and 8mm. So lots of 5mm, which is good because we'll probably use them more. And 8mm, which I'm assuming is for the clasps. They're not real thick ones, but they're okay. They're not bad. And then, oh wow, we have 2 lobster claw clasps. They're tiny, but they're there. And then we have a whole bunch of spring ring clasps, which is interesting. Huh. They're like a lobster clasp, except they're round. Sorry for the glare. So yeah, they don't give you the size on them, but they're small. And then we have some eye pins, a whole bunch of them, and some head pins with the ball on the end. And there's about 4 of those ball tipped head pins, and they're longer than these. These are probably 1.5 inches, and these look like 2.5 or maybe 3 inches even. Alrighty, so that is the kit, and I am going to be making them as intended. And again, the reason I got this, I've gotten away from beading for a little bit, and I still do it, but not as much as I used to. And I just thought I'll subscribe for a couple months and see if I can pick up any new techniques or ideas I haven't tried before. And I'm not the best, quite honestly, at multi-strand necklaces, so that will definitely help. I hope. Yeah, so that's it. So if you're new to beading and want to learn, this is a great way to do it. I know they do say they have videos also for many of their projects. I don't know if I saw that for this one. I'm not sure if they have one for this one or not. Oh yeah, for a video tutorial on this kit, and here's where you go. You have to be a member to access the current kit videos, it looks like. So that's interesting. I will probably watch that all the way through, and then I'll start on this using the instruction sheet and see. And when I have it done, I'll come back. It won't be on this video, a separate video. I'll come back and share it with you and let you know how easy or hard it was to find the instructions, how I liked these. I'm going to clean them up a little bit too because they feel kind of rough and dirty to me, which a little bit of sandpaper maybe or steel wool would be better if I think I have some steel wool, would be better to clean them off a little bit because they do feel a little rough to me. And yeah, then I'll just show you what it makes. And I'm going to rinse that bead and let it dry too, all those beads, because it definitely was dyed and the dye stuck on the inside of the bag. So there we have it. Okay, everyone, thank you so much for watching. And I think it's a good kit to get started based on my past experience with it. Each time I remember getting it, it did have some different techniques, but then once I had those down, I stopped it because I was still working back then, I think, and I just wasn't able to get to them all and things like that. So yeah, but if you're new, it's probably a good one to start with for specific projects to learn techniques. Okay, that's it. I'll talk to you soon. Hugs, love, and peace.